Getting your news in the world today is challenging at best. Tune into Good Morning Burkettis and you'll have no regrets. Wouldn't you like to watch our show? What's up with that photo? Welcome to Good Morning Burkettis, where we always aim to please. You gotta love that people know they're getting news from a bear. As new shows go, well, nothing really can compare. You gotta love that people know they're getting news from a bear. As new shows go, well, nothing really can compare.
Good morning, Burkettis. Mrs. Bear, what's wrong with your voice? Man, Mrs. Bear has been a little bit under the weather, and her voice is all congested. It sounds like she's talking to us on a phone, but obviously she's not, because she's right here. Yeah, so anyway, this is going to be... Miss Bear, stop. This is going to be quite the interesting episode of Good Morning Burkettis, because guess who's not here? Look behind the camera, Mrs. Bear. Who's not there?
My goldfish?
You don't have a goldfish.
Yes, I did. I eat it.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm all choked up. Because
are you sad about my goldfish?
No, it's because Jacob's not here.
Too.
Jacob's not here. He's not here to yell at us. He's not here to do crazy things and prolong the show. It's 12:08, just after noon, and we're recording the show. What, Miss Bear?
I can do whatever I want.
No, we're not going to do that. But it's
Listen, guys, guess how late we're recording this? We're recording this at 12:10 in the afternoon.
Exactly. And we might actually finish it in a short amount of time, and then we don't have to worry about it tonight. It's going to be a very awkward Saturday night, because I'm not going to know what to do with myself.
You all?
Yeah, so anyway,
Pizza.
Julie, Jacob, and Eric, as we speak, are on their way to Ohio. So if you're watching this in Ohio on Sunday, you can be watching it with Jacob, Eric, and Julie. How weird is that? I know. So anyway, that's the big news for this week, is that Julie and the boys are going back to Ohio to visit Grandma, to go to an Indians game, visit the other Grandma, go to Cedar Point, and just have some fun. I had to stay behind because someone had to watch after Mrs. Bear.
You did?
Yeah,
Does that trust me?
I start work next week, so I stayed behind, and it's just added bonus that I get to watch after Mrs. Bear.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the segments for today. So you might be asking yourself, hey, wait a minute, didn't you guys just go on vacation? Well, the answer is yes. Even though Julie and the boys are on their way to Ohio, we just got back from Virginia Beach a couple days ago, and we did. Yeah, we didn't take you.
Why?
Well, because we were going to take you and the goldfish, but we couldn't find the goldfish, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we thought we'd dedicate this week to our Virginia Beach trip. So the first thing that we did is we made a stop in Williamsburg. We were going to go to Water Country or is it Splash? I don't know what it's called. Water Country. We were going to go to Water Country and Busch Gardens, but it turns out the day we drove down there, it was thundering, it was raining, it was just a crazy day. Exactly. So anyway, we didn't end up going on the way down there, but we still stopped in Williamsburg and got a few pictures to show what it looks like as we went around. So why don't we take a look at those pictures? I'll narrate, okay?
Okay, let's go!
All right, let's do it.
Williamsburg is one of our favorite places to go, but no trip is complete without a trip to the cheese shop for some sandwiches. And then we made our way onto Duke of Gloucester Street, which is the main street through Williamsburg. All the way down at the end, we have the Capitol, but wait a minute, who are those people over there? Looks like Julie, Jacob, and Eric to me. There's Eric in front of the Capitol building. And there's the governor's palace at the other end of the street, and a little horse with a cool looking windmill. And that was our trip to Williamsburg.
All right, so after Williamsburg, then it was time to go to Virginia Beach. So there are really two components to the Virginia Beach trip that we're going to show you. The first one will just be kind of the general pictures.
General pictures. I like that kind.
What, Ms. Bear?
I like general pictures.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just kind of show you some pictures of Virginia Beach, and we'll show you some pictures of, sandcastles we built and things along those lines, the place we stayed at. And then,
did you have a sandcastle contest?
we did.
Who won?
Well, I think by default, Jacob and Julie won.
Whoa!
But ours had a pretty cool looking fish in the middle of it, and you'll see what that looks like in a second.
I don't think it looks cool. I looked at the picture, guys. It's a lump of sand. It's literally a lump of sand.
I think someone's jealous they didn't have the fish. Anyway, why don't we take a look at those pictures? Again, I will narrate, and I'll tell you everything that you're taking a look at. Sound good, Miss Bear?
Let's go!
Let's do it.
Whoa, yeah! Okay, bye-bye.
So we started our Virginia Beach adventure at the Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge. Here we found a few strange creatures like this one and this one. We then went on the Dune Trail to go oceanside and take a look at what the ocean looks like. There's Jacob going up the trail, and there's Jacob doing his customary handstand on the beach. Eric decided to make a sand bunny instead, but it's very happy. After that, it was on to Virginia Beach and the Neptune statue. Here's Jacob and Eric underneath the Neptune statue, and there's a nice little close-up with the sun shining in their face. That night, we went to go see Krendel the Magician. It's a free show right by our place that we were staying at. The next morning, bright and early, guess what we had to do? Just us and this bird, watching the sunrise. Jacob doing his time lapse. It ended up being a very nice sunrise. I think I would have preferred to have slept. Later that day, the boys went bodyboarding. They had a great time, as you can see here. Jacob got the hang of it eventually. He's smiling, having a good time. I think Eric may have enjoyed it a touch more, though. After that, it was time for the sandcastle building contest. Here's Eric making a nice boundary around the outside of his. There's Jacob and Julie's final product. There's Eric and Jeff's final product, complete with a fish in the middle. I personally like that better. And then for the worst part of the vacation, Jacob's 4-person bike. This thing was impossible to pedal. They kicked me off, then Julie got off, and here it goes.
I'm a slow driver, Dad. No, he sucks. Like, Jacob, I'm driving once you get to the next spot. I'm out now.
The original plan was to drive it up and down the boardwalk. We made it about a half a mile before we decided that was a bad idea. Next morning, waking up for the sunrise again. There's the fishing pier with a nice sunrise in the background. Later on that evening, it was time for Jacob to finally fly his kite. There's a couple nice pictures. I gotta say, he's actually pretty good at it.
I got it.
The next morning, it was time to leave, but not before going to First Landing Park and seeing the old Cape Henry Lighthouse and the new one. Then we went to go see where the Jamestown settlers arrived. There's the sign commemorating that. And here's a nice view of the lighthouses with the beach, finishing up our Virginia Beach vacation.
All right, so the Tuesday before we left, the day before we left, Jacob and I went on a little adventure. Jacob was a little apprehensive about doing this at first, and Eric decided not to do it, but we went parasailing, and turns out...
Oh, can I go next time?
No, because there's like a 300-pound weight limit, I think, so you can't go.
Oh.
Anyway, so we decided to go. We went pirate parasailing.
Do you think I should apply to go on my big, fat, fabulous life or my 600-pound life?
Well, you're not 600 pounds, Ms. Bear.
I'm only... How much am I?
And all you eat too much of are goldfish, apparently. Um,
Oh yeah, goldfish.
yeah. So anyway,
I love that goldfish.
so Jacob and I went parasailing, and obviously I wasn't able to take any pictures or video of us while we were on the boat, but we did get the photo package, so we have some pictures of us, and we'll play that. Plus, we'll show you. Actually, why don't we show you a quick video? This isn't us, obviously, but this was someone on our boat. We took a video of what it looked like to take off. And yeah, this is what it looks like. You just kind of sit there on the back of the boat, and then they let you go, and the parachute takes you up. It was pretty fun.
Whoa.
I know, and when you're up there, it's nice and quiet and peaceful. And then you come back down, and you hope to survive the boat trip, because the captain drove the boat like crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. So anyway, why don't we take a look at some of those pictures?
How crazy.
What?
How crazy.
Yeah, it was very crazy. So
How
let's
crazy.
very crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's take a look at those pictures.
You're just ignoring me.
I'm trying to ignore you, but it's difficult. What were you asking?
How was he driving it crazy?
I think he was going like in circles and going really fast, and yeah, tipping the boat
He
like.
almost fall off?
We didn't almost fall off, but Jacob was afraid we were going to fall off.
What?
Jacob was afraid that we were going to fall off.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
So
blame him.
now can we look at the pictures, Mrs. Bear?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the pictures.
Okay, let's go.
All right, well, that was our Virginia Beach trip. We didn't end up going to Busch Gardens or Water Country because it was just too darn hot. On the day that we came back a day early, and on the day we came back, I think it was 98 or 99 degrees. It was nuts. So,
Wow.
yeah. So anyway, I think Sierra's upstairs. She's calling for an end of the show. So Sierra took over. Yeah, Sierra took over directing duties today since Jacob's not here. So, I think it's time to wrap up, Mrs. Bear. Huh?
You took over directing duties?
Sierra, she's barking. She's telling us that we need to wrap it up.
Okay, she can move a second, right? You have to tell someone not known that we're facing it. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I think we're done for the week, Ms. Bear.
No?
We are.
We know!
Yay!
We know!
All right.
That's for the week.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so maybe we'll have some pictures next week. Maybe we'll have some pictures next week of the trip to Ohio. Mrs. Bear, will you stop talking?
What?
Stop talking.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have some pictures next week of the trip to Ohio, but until then, Mrs. Bear, we only have one more thing to say. And what is it?
And that is
Good morning, Briquettis.
Whoa! Yuppie! Whoa!
You know what the best part about Jacob not being here? I can just cut the video.
What?
Good morning. Well, caddies. Good morning.
Good morning, Wojbyygc.